What is up, y'all? Happy Sunday. I hope you've had a good weekend. I have. It's been fairly good at the restaurant. No, nothing too crazy or intense. Nothing like Mother's Day weekend, that's for sure. But we're here for our energy forecast for the week using the Oracle of Oddities by Claire Goodchild. I believe this is a rare out-of-print deck. It's actually 3 decks that are first edition, second edition, and third edition crammed into one. But I always use this on Sunday, so we get to share it together because it's my favorite deck. I use it with all of my one-on-one readings and all of my own personally weekly readings every week. And then our energy oracle forecast for the week. So what we're looking at tonight is going to be the energy, like the energetic weather of the week. This will be the sort of conditions that we'll find ourselves having our comings and goings within. And then tomorrow on Monday, we'll have our anchor message for the week, and that'll give us really like the spiritual assignments for the week ahead. So we're tuning in, praying to Holy Spirit to guide us and lead us. Ooh, merging. I think that this is the merging of the new self, of the new timeline, of the higher self with the earthly present self. This could also be you merging with the different developing aspects of your life. I know that a soulmate card has come up a lot over the past weeks and even months. And so you might find yourself merging energies or, exchanging thoughts and ideas with new friends or new people around you, or maybe, a new person. There may be like a soulmate character in your life. It may be romantic, it may be not. But either way, I feel there's something like energies coming together this week, and I feel positive about it. Because look, it's like they're little friends. They're like putting their heads together, and it seems like they've got a lot of ideas and things growing between the exchange there. All right, what else do we need to know for this week? What is going to help us unfold into more of our potential? Feel. Okay. So we've got merge and we've got feel. So don't run away from your feelings this week. Feel your feelings. That might sound like a very simple, like obvious thing to say, but some of us think our feelings a lot. And we neglect just feeling what we're feeling, right? Our body is very intuitive, and there are different ways that we can pick up on our emotions and our intuitions and things through different parts of the body. So tune into how you feel, like emotionally, but then also tune into that physiological effect that it has in your body, right? Do you have tension or tightness anywhere? Are you having expansive, pulsing or fluttering or heat? There's different little things that go off for different people intuitively. Some people get like, oh, my ears are really ringing, or they're getting really hot. Or, for me, like there's a lot of stuff going on in my stomach and in my chest and in my heart chakra and in my solar plexus a lot of times. So really pay attention to the physical signals of how you're feeling. Sometimes when your intuition is picking up on something, your body starts feeling like, have you ever had that feeling where you just like, your energy gets sucked out and you kind of have a little bit of a contracting, like sick feeling, right? That you usually find out later, I should have paid attention to that, like that feeling, because your body is intuitive and it knows to think ahead. Well, your body can have really good feelings that it's instinctual about too, that you might, pay attention to. Like, don't deny, for instance, say, your interest, or in something like, or an attraction, because a lot of times if you try to deny something like that, or suppress it, even if you're like, okay, this isn't a good choice, the more you try to deny or suppress, the more it's gonna linger and grab onto you. So the more you can just let things be and like not grasp on, like if it's not a good idea, hopefully it'll pass. But I do feel that usually when you try to suppress your feelings, they get more amplified and they're more stubborn. So feel your feelings. And maybe you decide to embrace and encourage those feelings or nurture them, or maybe you need to manage them. Maybe too, if you are very empathic, maybe you need to check in with your boundaries about where you end and others begin. And you need to be clear about how you feel so that when you are empathically feeling what someone else around you is feeling, you're not mistaking it for your own feelings, right? Because that can be the negative side of the feeling and the merging. It can be enmeshment, or it can just be overly open boundaries of empathy where, maybe somebody's sad or worried about something and you're just starting to take on that sadness and worry and you don't even know why or where it's coming from, right? So that's why it's good to inventory yourself and ask yourself, okay, well, what am I feeling? And what is that about? Does this belong to me? Is this mine? Is this mine to feel, or is it the way that someone else feels around me? Okay, what else do we need to know for the week for our highest good so that we can expand into more of our potential and overcome our shortcomings? Ooh, rebirth. I love this. I love this merging of like the soul self with the spirit self, the lower self with the higher self. We're feeling all of this happening. We're feeling like new people, and we feel the new beginning starting, and we're, overcoming old patterns. And so this is part of the rebirth, right? The big, new cycle is starting. We just got past our new moon in Taurus just a couple of days ago. Go watch the workshop. It's up. It's an hour long or so, but I do channeled messages in general for the collective. We talk a little bit about the astrology going on, but the reading was amazing. Like, it was so hopeful and reassuring. It was so helpful. So even though over the next couple of weeks and even the next month, because new moon energy is like there for the whole month, for the whole lunar cycle, things may not be very clear, but they will, there's nothing to worry about, essentially. But I would definitely go back and watch that workshop, because it may look hairy this month. There was a lot of reassurance in that reading. So a lot of times when there's a lot of reassurance, I don't necessarily assume that everything's going to be going off without a hitch. There may be moments where our insecurities could be triggered by uncertainty or, unclear, like not having like total clarity or whatever. So I think it's just good to, tune in and relax and trust that everything is, unfolding just as it should. This is all laid out for the benefit of our soul's growth, right? So just the right settings and scenarios and lessons are happening and playing out. Even the ones that seem weird and uncomfortable and like, oh my God, I can't believe this is happening. Like, it seems so like on cue. It is. It really is. But it's good. We're in a rebirth right now. And so I think that it's really great to just lean into this moment and be present with it and really enjoy it. Okay. Let's see, what is our, vision, awareness, and protect. Okay. So these three came out together. And so this will be like our grand finale of the reading. So we got vision, awareness, and protect. Now, this coming up with merge, fill, and rebirth. I can get all of these up at the same time. It really feels like there's something positive taking place, but there's just a little loving nudge to remain aware, like self-aware, to protect the work that you've done, right? The vision card is here. The awareness card is here. I think that this is about personal development and self-awareness. We've got the snake here for transformation. We've got the octopus tentacles, you know, on his leg down here coming out. And it's the octopus is all about creativity. It's about feminine creativity and like intuition and things like that. So I think that this is talking about being aware, like being self-aware, and knowing, you know, where we begin and where we end and others begin, and being clear about self-aware about our own feelings, right? And being protective of those boundaries, making sure that we practice this awareness and that we are maintaining and holding that vision that we worked so hard to get, this new perspective, right? Making sure that we are actually staying in alignment and keeping true with our vision, right? With this big goal and this big plan and this new chapter. It's like if you don't have a vision yet, you might be coming into one and your vision may be forming, right? Maybe, you know, you've just been doing a lot of recent transformation. So maybe you're still not really coming into focus quite yet. So as you come more into focus and you're getting this clear vision and you're becoming more self-aware, just be sure to protect this new state of mind. It's very delicate, right? Like tonight at work, it was a bit more hectic and just chaotic. And it was hard not to get frazzled and hard not to get irritated. I mean, I was pretty irritable tonight. I've got to be honest. You know, I tried to hold it in as much as I could, but there's also like, I don't know, a balance for me of communicating to people around me. And so it's like, I'm trying to be this new embodiment. But it's, you know, it's with a learning curve, right? We're still with training, you know, we still have our training wheels. So we have to practice that awareness, right? And stay vigilant about that and protect all the work that we've done on ourselves, right? So that we're not in a state of affect consciousness where the circumstances are, you know, changing, and then that has having all kinds of changes over our consciousness and our behavior, right? And our feeling. We need to cultivate the feelings that we want and hold that vision and hold those feelings, right? And so, yeah, we just want to maintain this new state of being in this rebirth, right? And as it pertains to the merging, I just think that this isn't like the kind of reading that's coming with a warning, like a hardcore warning. It's just more like a soft warning that the more you merge with people who you're working closely with, or you're becoming closer with, like closer friends, closer in, like, say you start dating someone, or, you know, you're progressing your relationship along, or say you're starting a business, you know, with a person, you have a business partner. It's important that as you do merge and you start sharing the vision together, but it's also important that as individuals you maintain your unique vision and mindset and self-awareness, right? Your own individuality, because both people here have important aspects to bring to the picture, right? You don't want to lose yourself. You don't want to dissolve or disappear into another person. And it's funny too, because we've been talking about attachment styles this week and or last week, and anxious attachment was coming up. And so codependency is something that is like the underlying theme of this. It's like healing the codependency and not becoming enmeshed again. Being empathic without completely being consumed by other people's feelings, not knowing what's yours and what's not yours. Right, you guys? So let's go back from the start, once through, and then we'll be done. So merge. There's some energies merging this week. Things can be combining. This could be literally people, getting closer. It can be parts of, like, it could be businesses merging, right? Households merging. There could be many things happening. So you can be the discerner there. Whatever is coming up this week, definitely be present with your feelings and feel them. Your feelings can tell you a lot. You shouldn't let your feelings completely control you or completely control your decisions, but you should observe the feelings and take information from them that you can use to discern with. We have rebirth. So I think that really great things are happening and we are really moving into this new timeline. So we're merging with that higher self now. So it's all the more important that we protect this new growth and that we protect our vision and we practice self-awareness to maintain, what we've built and how far we've come and keep growing that, right? And not get too distracted by maybe other people's goals and agendas, right? Specifically, like, okay, so let's talk about the business partner. Or say you're writing a screenplay with somebody, right? You're gonna both have ideas about where the story is gonna go. And so don't, like, if you're like a co-writer, don't just keep going along to get along. Does that make sense? Like, have your own mind, bring your own ideas to the table. Don't placate. Don't be agreeable for the sake of being agreeable. Don't be like Mr. Nice Guy or Mr. Nice Girl. Like, don't pacify someone if it goes against like where you are authentically. Like, if you don't agree or if you don't want to do something, then don't do it, for instance. So yeah, just the strongest themes coming through in this is there are things that are merging and you don't have to fight that. There's nothing bad or no big warnings. It's just like more of like a tip. Keep healthy boundaries. Keep healthy boundaries. All right, you guys. I think good things are coming this week. I'm excited. I'm excited for the month ahead, even though there may be moments of shadowiness or uncertainty. I think that good things are in store. So definitely go back and watch the Taurus New Moon workshop from a couple of days ago. And yeah, hope everybody has a good day tomorrow. I will see you guys for our anchor message tomorrow night. In the meantime, please like this video, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I would love to get to my first 1,000 subscribers and monetize this channel so that it can get more out into the algorithm. Part of the benefit to monetizing isn't just so that I can make ad money. It's like so YouTube will prioritize this channel because it will have something to gain from me. And it can share my video content with other people in these messages. So one thing that will help in the meantime is just all of your participation on the video. So comment, leave me an emoji. If you don't know what to say, you can leave me, let's see, little monkeys if you want to, or little animal emojis. Yeah, good luck out there. You can also follow me at Liz_Taylor_Magick on Instagram if you want to catch Monday, Wednesday, and Friday readings earlier in the day. We talk about them there before we come on at night. All right, y'all. I hope y'all have a good day tomorrow. Ciao.